sometimes in the treatment of someone with their allergies, I'm asked the question if I've got specific vials for things such as wheat or corn or sugar or whatever it is. Today I'm going to explain to you why I don't. Hi, I'm Dr. Christensen, and welcome to my office. Today I'm going to share with you my philosophy on allergy elimination treatments and why I don't use the pre-prepared, in my opinion, very expensive computer-generated vials to do the treatments. I learned years ago that in recommending supplements to my patients, that most of the supplements are synthetic. They're manufactured by the pharmaceutical companies. They're sold to the vitamin or nutraceutical manufacturers who put their special formulation of ascorbic acid and all the different vitamins or chemical concoctions together to form what they believe is what the body needs. What I found is that there's much more to a good supplement than just the active ingredient. For example, with vitamin C, ascorbic acid, as we know, is just the outer shell of the vitamin C complex. You crack open that shell and inside you find many additional things, the bioflavonoids, substance P, rutin, a lot of different things that are in it. In fact, the ascorbic acid, or outer shell of the vitamin C complex, makes up only 4%. And so you've got 96% that's missing if you're just taking an ascorbic acid or similar type supplement for your vitamin C. The point being is that there's much more to a natural supplement than just the active ingredient, as you read on the label of many of your supplements, most of your supplements. And so if you see a bunch of chemical sounding names, you're getting a bunch of chemicals, you're not getting the whole food. You're much better off to eat an orange than you are to take 1,000 milligrams of ascorbic acid. And so likewise, when I'm treating somebody for allergies, what I want to do is I want to treat them for the multiplicity of what makes up that food. And so when we look at wheat, for example, there's much more to wheat than just gluten or gliadin or many of the other chemicals that are in that. And I get a much better result in treating somebody for the whole food than for the specific ingredient. And so like many practitioners, I've got literally thousands and thousands of these vials that I've purchased as I went through my training over 20 years ago, and what I find is that yes, they do work, but not as well as the whole food. And so rather than treating somebody for wheat in the vial form that's composed of maybe a vial of gluten, another vial of gliadin, another vial of the wheat germ, or whatever it is, what I use is I use the real wheat. Often my patient, they'll hold a piece of bread, they'll hold an egg, they'll hold an apple or an orange or whatever it is that they're being treated for. If we're treating for environmental allergies, I send people outside in the morning with a moist paper towel to rub their windshield and wipe up the dust and the pollen and whatever is floating around in the air that they may be being exposed to. And by using the whole food or using the actual substance, we are treating the body for the whole thing, not just the individual isolated parts of that. And again, it's the real world. And so rather than selling people little vials of things, and I'm seeing vials being sold online for $35 for a little vial of gluten, when in reality, all you need is a piece of bread, and you're going to get a better result, and it's something that you're actually being exposed to. Now, the other question that I get is when you're holding a vial of something, of wheat, for example, or a Ziploc baggie of whatever it is that you're being treated for, how does the body know? And what we know through the study of chemistry and quantum physics and all of that stuff. Everything has a radiation. Everything has an electromagnetic field, and our bodies are sensitive enough to hold something in its hand and be able to identify what it is. And so when I'm holding a glass vial of wheat, my body knows that I'm holding the glass, I'm holding the plastic, and I'm holding the wheat that's inside of it. And that's just enough to allow the body to recognize that I'm holding wheat, or I'm holding corn, or I'm holding an orange. Whatever it is, the body's able to pick that up because it's sensitive enough, it's intuitive enough, and it just works. And so what I recommend people to do is get started on your own. My previous video talked about using the organs and glands vial, the immune system and the digestive system vials to do your first treatment, but then go to your pantry, go to your cupboards, go to your laundry room. Use the actual substance that you need to be treated for, and you'll get good results. The other thing we find is sometimes you need to do a treatment more than once, and that's okay, especially if you're doing it on your own at home. I remember years ago I had a patient, this was before I was teaching patients to do this themselves. I had to treat him 11 times for dairy, and before he was finally cleared and good on that. Back in those days, my office in Northern California, our average office visit was about $70. So I look at that $770 to be treated for dairy. He was thrilled, but how much nicer it is for you to be able to do that on your own at home. And again, you hold in your hand what you're being treated for, you balance the acupuncture points. Again, the way we do our treatment, you don't have that 24, 25-hour avoidance period because we're treating more acupuncture points. We're balancing the meridians, I think, much more thoroughly, and so we don't have that avoidance period like some other treatment systems do. And so we do wait for 24 hours before the next treatment, but again, it works wonderfully, and it's something that you can do at home. And I encourage you to jump into this, help your friends, help your family, and you'll get great results, just like we do here in the office. Thanks for your time and attention. Share this video, share the information. If you learn this and you have success, don't keep it to yourself. Bless the lives of others. Again, our goal is we want people to get well as quickly and as economically as they can. Enjoy your day, and God